Good morning, everyone. In this week's Torah portion, Kedoshim, the Torah commands us, Ish imo v'aviv tira'u. Every person shall revere, have awe and fear of their mother and father. And the rabbis ask a question. At the Ten Commandments, God said, honor your father and mother. When it comes to honoring parents, the Torah mentions the father before the mother. But when it comes to fearing parents, having awe and reverence for parents, the Torah places the mother before the father. Why the reverse order? And the rabbis share a very insightful thought. They say that human nature is that we love our mothers more than our fathers, and we fear our fathers more than our mothers. That's why in America, Mother's Day is a much more popular day. Much more cards purchased and gifts shared for Mother's Day than Father's Day, because we tend to love our mothers and honor them more than our fathers. So the Torah reverses it and says, honor your father and mother. Show your father the same honor and love that you show your mother. But human nature is that you fear your father more than your mother. The father is the disciplinarian. When you were a child, your mother would say, when daddy comes home, I'm going to tell him. And you were afraid what's going to happen. So therefore, since you fear naturally your father more than your mother, the Torah says, fear your mother and your father. Show your mother the same fear and awe and reverence as you do to your father. And what the Torah is essentially telling us is that we are human beings who have free choice, and we can transcend our human nature. Don't just operate according to your natural instincts and inclinations, but rise above them and do the right thing, even if it goes contrary to your nature. You know, we're now in the midst of counting the Omer. There are 49 days to the Omer. Today's the 18th day. And then we get the Torah on the holiday of Shavuot on day number 50. Now, every day we work on an attribute of our characteristics. We know that according to Kabbalah, there are 7 dimensions to the human soul. There's kindness, there's discipline, there's compassion, there's endurance, there's gratitude, there's bonding and relationships, and then there's leadership. And each one of the 7 is made up of 7. So we have a total of 49 aspects to our soul. And every day we work on one of the 49 dimensions. Today's dimension is Netzach Shebeteferet, which means endurance, perseverance within compassion. And before Passover, we gave out a package to everyone in the shul, and in it was a book that explains in greater detail what each one of these attributes are, and you can follow along and grow as a Jewish people as we get ready to get to Torah. What does it mean, endurance within compassion? Most people are compassionate, but sometimes it's to a degree. If you've shown someone compassion once and twice and 3 times, and they keep on coming back for more and more help, you may become fatigued, you become worn out, you become tired, and you say, I've helped you enough. Go find someone else to show you compassion. And therefore, endurance and perseverance in compassion is to not stop being compassionate. Even if the person comes back multiple times and you have to extend yourself and give and be generous and kind and loving and supportive to that person over and over and over again, never stop in your endurance and your perseverance within your compassion. Even though it's not natural, naturally you give up after a while, but go beyond your nature. There's a story told that a poor man who knocked on the door of someone and he started to plead for help. He told the man about his terrible plight, his poverty, his family is starving, and the man gave him charity. The man thanked him, left the house, started walking down the street. When he sees the man running after him, he says, listen, come back, I want to give you charity. He says, you just gave me charity. The man said, no, that wasn't charity. He says, you see, when I heard your story, my heart started to break for you. And so I gave you the money to alleviate my own pain, my own discomfort, my own unhappiness, because I couldn't stand the sight to see you suffering like this. Now I want to actually do the mitzvah of giving you charity, not to alleviate my pain, but for your